Since everybody else is going live, why not be the platform where everybody else got the idea from to go here live in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the only platform that you most certainly helped build, Sportswire Radio, to the tune of nearly 1,500 subscribers, where all wrestling matters and all King's X matters, you might want to say. And my name is the Reverend Tom Bryce of all of that. I am your host and MC, and as you know the drill, it's the Tonight Show at Sportswire Radio. So if you want to come on, you get 10 minutes. You tell me what you're going with and what's on your mind, and we'll talk about it over the next hour plus. And we've had a few of these shows, and they were certainly interesting. And let's see if this will be even more interesting than the previous ones. It's been an interesting last few days on Sportswire Radio. We heard from the headline Aaron Blaze, formally for the first time in 2025. We heard yesterday from renowned women's pro wrestler Raina Black. Raina Black is also a part of Pro Wrestling Double X, is the co-owner. She's also formerly the co-owner of Enterprise Pro Wrestling, and she had a lot to say about some of her past and what's ahead in the future for her, April 12th and April 26th. And Friday night, we are going to be here to celebrate the birthday of the one and only Mr. Darkron, the legendary Darkron, the 2024 Sportswire Radio most inspirational wrestler of the year. And he'll talk about his birthday. He'll talk about the Dark Chronicles episode 2 with the good guy CJ Black, plus who knows whatever else. We also had on Chase Wakefield last Friday. We talked about the Chase Wakefield Wedding Invitational. Plenty of talk about that. And let's say hello to some people. And my buddy Casey Jack Bradley getting ready to return to the ring over there in Bradford on Saturday. Good luck to you. Our friends in the IMF, who we're going to be talking about quite a bit because, well, I guess technically Kron will have something to say about that on Friday. Then Sunday, El Drago returns with the High Chief talks, and then you get a slew of your favorites in the IMF Thursday, next Thursday, St. Patrick's Day Massacre. We'll probably get a foreshadowing of the corned beef and the cabbage and the boiled potatoes all getting thrown around, and maybe pass the rye bread, and no sauerkraut and no mustard on my corned beef, but that's okay. But yeah, don't be nervous, my friend. Just go out there and pretend like you've been training for the past 3 years, and I'm sure you'll do great. And I'm sure we'll all be watching, and we'll talk about it when it all is all said and done. And Zilla's in the house. Zilla was the first child. Yeah, I figured since I saw we had Mr. Judgment's confessionals, I saw his episode, and I saw Rad Dad with Sick Rick of the GBYWN and Golden Tri Media. I figured let's have a Tonight Show with Sportswire Radio episode because unfortunately I wasn't able to get home early anyway, and I figured if somebody wants to come on here for a few minutes, tell me what you're up to, and like I said, tell me what you want, and we'll do it for about 10 or 15 minutes. And if you're here, also hit the like button, hit the share, subscribe, whatever else you can do with this. And we are on YouTube at Sportswire Radio 6579. We're on TikTok at Sportswire Radio, Twitch at Sportswire Radio, Facebook at Sportswire Radio, and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you can listen to a variety of Sportswire Radio shows via the Listen Live button on sportswireradio.org. There is a wide range of podcasts. You can also catch these shows for whatever reason if you don't want to see some of this, or even that on via the Listen Live button on Sportswire Radio. Yeah, definitely listen. I'm excited for you. It's a long time coming for you to go out there and be in the ring, and you're in a place that this is what you've worked for. So make yourself the best you can be. The best is yet to come, and just go for it, man. What's the worst that can happen? Realistically speaking, life will go on. So if you have a bad day, or maybe the match doesn't go the way you want, although I think the match will go exactly the way you want, you just move on and go on to the next one. It's like anything else. You know, Raina talked about it last night. If you have a bad moment in a match, you just act like nothing happened and you go forward. It's the same thing with a musician. If a musician misses a note, or if a singer misses the lyrics or forgets the word, you just got to keep going and let the fans figure it out. Let the people in attendance figure it out, and it'll all work it out. Yeah, he is wrestling in Fountain Church. Yep, how you doing, Mr. Judgment? I just watched your episode. I just praised what I saw, Silas Walker and Austin James, and I think I have to get you back on this platform in the next few weeks. It's been a busy last few weeks. We've had on, you'll appreciate this because you're a musician. I had on Doug Pinnick of King's X. I have Randy Jackson of Zebra next week, so I'm excited about that. So it's been a great time, and DBW's doing a great job. I'm excited to see what DBW has to have. Yeah, you sound great, but you did this before years ago. So I mean, you know what the deal is, and you do a better job than most of us. It's been Wednesdays are a busy time. I think Wednesdays going forward, though, I'm going to cede Wednesdays to you and some of the other shows because I'm actually going back to news Wednesday night. So Wednesday night, this is pretty much the last Wednesday night show you're going to get from me for a while because I'm going back to news. I've decided it's time to go to news on Wednesday night. So you can have it. Sick Rick and Rad Dad can have it if they want to go do another show. But yeah, DBW has been killing it. I am really excited about Unfinished Business because we spoke about it with Chase Wakefield when he was here Friday. We spoke about it with Austin James earlier in last week. Certainly, now his name is Heartless Sheriff Mr. Colton Lee. We spoke about it with him at the beginning of the year, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely. I'd definitely love to bring you back. Yeah, unless you want to come on for 10 minutes. But if you want to come back, yeah, let's definitely bring you back. I think maybe toward the end of the month. I think at the end of the month because the way things I think are scheduled for you guys, right? Maybe the end of the month would be good. But yeah, I would definitely say that you'll definitely be known. I definitely think that you're going to be doing the best that you can, and I'm excited to see what you have to offer. Oh, I missed Aaron Blaze. How you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. Aaron Blaze, we had a great conversation with on Monday. Aaron Blaze is getting ready to go to BTW. Company number 21 is on the way, and he's also going to be a part of the Chase Wakefield Wedding Invitational. He's going to be wrestling D'Angelo LaFlame, and well, D'Angelo LaFlame is wrestling Aaron Blaze, but originally, well, he's replacing an opponent, but we'll leave that at that. But who else we have here in the chat? Yeah, I'll definitely message you. Yeah, definitely message you probably tomorrow morning. Probably tomorrow morning, I'll definitely message you. Yeah, we'll figure something out. Definitely, I'm excited for DBW. We spoke a lot about DBW on Sportswire, and I love the new poster, by the way. I was talking about this on Monday's show, and the poster rips. You know what? Let me give a follow to DBW. I see a bunch of people here in the chat. While I get somebody to come on here in a few minutes to talk, let me go plug DBW's YouTube page because DBW is on the way to reinventing the backyard wrestling circuit and the underground wrestling circuit and whatever else is out there and the independent wrestling circuit and all of it out there that DBW does a great job with. And by the way, DBW is almost at 4,000 subscribers. So for whatever reason, if I'm not sure why you wouldn't be subscribed to DBW, they are the dominant force pretty much in wrestling, right alongside some of the other great companies here. And hit the sub button for DBW. Definitely hit the sub button for DBW because they're almost at 4,000 subs. I don't know how anybody couldn't sub to DBW at this point. But do that there. Maybe this will be the night they hit to 4,000 subs. Do you get like an award for 4,000 subs? I know like when you go up the numbers, like you get a notification, but do you get something for that? DBW is getting hot and heavy with action. I agree. You never know what could happen in 2025. Yes, I agree with you on that. Yeah, I mean, if you would have asked me in 2025 that I would have spoke with Rhino, Savio Vega, Doug Pinnick of King's X, and I'm going to speak with Randy Jackson of Zebra and Vinny Appice of Black Sabbath and Ronnie James Dio is waiting in the wings, I'd say, yeah, that's probably a lie, but, we'll have to see. But very excited about all of that. And congratulations to DBW and all the success and to all the hard work to everybody. Yeah, exactly. Get DBW to 4K. They are definitely dominating the scene. Yes, we love DBW. And DBW has always been one of my favorite companies here on Sportswire Radio. And we get pretty much everybody from DBW that's been here. I think it's almost the entire locker room. It's even the Brooklyn Prodigies have been here, from DBW. Silas is a favorite of mine. Cyrus has been here many times. Austin James is here almost every month. So it's a great list. Brandon, and what a segment Havoc and Brandon had for the debut episode. By the way, let's give a little plug, Judgment Confessionals. You have to go check it out here. Let me put it up here right now. You've got to check it out. I mean, you just have to check it out. I mean, I'm telling you, just check it out. Just whatever you do, just check it out. Mr. Judgment's a way better speaker than me. He's a way better host. and he's the host with the most. And go out there and check out DBW's latest episode, and 4,000 subs almost. Yeah, that's crazy. I think when you guys came on the Sportswire, I think we were getting ready to go to 3,000. So we hit 1,000 subs in about a year and a half. That's pretty cool. That's awesome work. Congratulations to all the guys in the locker room. And Silas is one of my favorites. Austin James, Rad loves Austin James, and you should too. Yeah. I don't know about that, but I was definitely envious of you when you went to the Creed show this past summer. That was definitely a good thing. But yeah, we'll definitely get you back on. I definitely want to talk with you. I want to talk about the season. I want to talk about some of the things you said in the episode with Havoc. You almost kind of suggested you wanted to join Ego. Yeah, that's certainly that would be one for the ages. But yeah, we'll figure that out. I'm sure we'll talk about all that. The Fountains Church is in Bradford, England. The Fountains Church used to be GT Ministries. GT Ministries is run by Gareth Angel Thompson. Gareth Angel Thompson is, I don't want to say like the counterpart of Mr. Judgment in the UK. That was always to me Disciple. But Gareth Angel is he's one of the more known independent wrestlers in the UK. He had a kind of an inspirational journey. Casey, I'm sure, could talk to you about it, but his story's definitely one you might want to check out sometime. But yeah, there'll be an action Saturday, probably our time, like I think 1 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. Usually their shows run about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so you definitely want to check that. Yeah, it's run by Shelby and Jemison. Okay, yeah, because Gareth has moved on and expanded the company, so that's cool. Yeah, definitely check that out. Okay, we'll take that off the screen. But yeah, I mean, I would say if you wanted to come on, but it's like 4 o'clock in the morning your time. I mean, it's kind of like late or early. I don't know what you define early or late, but 6 p.m. you could 1 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah, but I will be bringing on somebody here in a minute. So we're going to get our guest here because I know he's got a lot to say as always. So we'll definitely make sure that our guest here comes on shortly. Want to thank everybody here for tuning in. And yeah, 1 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock Eastern time because, correct me if I'm wrong, UK savings time for you guys is either this week or next week. Because in America, we had it this past week, but you guys usually have it, I think, a week or two ahead, right? Something like that. So that'll be 2 o'clock Eastern time. So I don't really see any reason why you shouldn't be tuned in case you'll be in action. And a slew of your favorites there will show up. But yeah, we had a lot of coverage with them over the years. I did a lot of work with them. Yeah, thank you for yes, I have known you. I want to say I've known you since Ensaw, right? Like that little stint you had in Ensaw. That's like 3.5 years almost, like 3.5 years or so I've known you. So yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a hot skip in a minute that I've known you. Yeah, time flies, man. I remember yesterday when the only people that came on my platform were Ensaw, CCW, it was GT Ministries, LWF, KOW. Although KOW got mad, ALP got mad, I think, about CCW. And yeah, the LWF, when what's his face stopped running the company and then he turned it over, that they just stopped, the guys just stopped coming on. But I had them on like every day. It was like the LWF episode. The LWF is here. It was just the same thing. It was the same thing over and over, and it was just. That's what it was. I mean, the LWF, and it was great. It was fun. I love UK wrestling. I mean, there's nothing like, UWF wrestling and, and LWF wrestling. But, look, it is what it is. But, yeah, wrestling has changed a lot. It's definitely changed a lot in the scene. And, but that's like anything else. It's you have to adapt. You adapt to what's out there. And, you did that. And I think that it's good to see you guys out there still going. And Remy Roberts is in the house. I want to say hello to Remy. Remy, I'm doing a Tonight Show at Sportswire Radio. Steve Bibby, who's I was thinking about. Steve Bibby was the one that ran the LWF, and he was the one that was like working with us with Mikey Fitzgerald. But yeah, Remy, I will probably bring you on. Remy, you want a link, Remy? I'll bring you on, Remy, and we'll let James Taylor come on. James, give me like 15 minutes. Remy, you want a link? I'm gonna give you a link now, Remy. Here you go, Remy. You want to come on? We'll do the Tonight Show with Remy Roberts. Remy, I've given you a link. You want to come on? Remy Roberts is going to be on here. We'll talk with Remy. Remy's got a few things to say. We'll get into that. Also, we'll talk about some other stuff. TPW. How about James Taylor and Nathaniel Rage? Did anybody see this? Now I know Rocky is out there. And I'm going to say this when James is on here. I would love to see Nathaniel Rage and Anthony Steele take on Sloth Jam Williams and James Taylor in tag team action. I mean, maybe I'll reserve judgment on that, but Remy's also in action here coming up against I think is it Elias the deranged chef? And yeah, I mean, you're always welcome. You're always welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna put that up in a minute. Give me a minute, Zilla. Let me put up Fountains Church, right? It's Fountains Church still. Is it Fountains Church? I think it's Fountains Church. Let me put the Fountains Church Bradford up. Let's do that here. Is it? No, I don't think it's Fountains Church anymore. Is it Fountains Church still? I think that's a while ago, but no, it's not Fountains Church anymore. Daniel, give me the link. Give me the YouTube link in the chat because I can't find it in front of me, and I'll put it up. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'll put that up now. So if you want to follow Daniel Banner and his long-awaited return, or you might want to say entry back into the wrestling world, there we go. I found it. Obviously, you got another sub, so there you go. So let's make sure we support our friends in Bradford. Obviously, I'm going to say hit the sub button for them. Check them out. FCB Wrestling. You can see some of the people. And yep, I got Yoshi Matsuda. How you doing? I got Remy Roberts on though. We're going 10 minutes with everybody. Okay, Remy, how you been? I saw your promo. What's going on, my man? I feel like you've become a regular now. The 10-minute Tonight Show is perfect for you. What's going on, my brother?
Nothing much, man. So I had to correct you. Actually, I'm not just going up against Elias. I'm actually going
Handicap, right?
the entirety of the invitation. So right now,
But you are going up against though Elias.
yes,
All right, so I was
he's
partially
pretty
right.
much top dog of that group. But
Yes, sir.
I believe Michael Scars is also in that group. Uh, Not really sure. Haven't seen too much of his work. But hey, he can catch this Cajun ass kicking just like anybody else.
But
Um,
why the handicap match?
so if you were paying attention, Elias came into my city,
Yes.
uh, pretended to be my Uber driver, took me out to a parade, basically stalked me at the parade and everything, just to hand me an invitation to sell my soul and join his group. And he must not have paid too much attention to me because I'm not the type of guy that sells out. I bust my ass for everything that I get in this company, and I've worked my way up since the second I joined this company last month.
Yeah,
And
you
I've
made a
been
lot of waves in a short amount of time.
I have been building myself up. I've been making waves. I've been proving why I'm the rookie of the year. Everybody has been calling me a rookie, saying, "Oh, he's got a lot to learn." Well, hey, I'm schooling the old folks. I'm teaching the old folks that they still got something to learn. Uh, And so Elias, he came into my city. He decided that he wanted to lay down this invitation for me, but like I said in my promo, he should have
Yep.
done a lot more
I
research
watched it
into.
today on the train, which was great. I
Yeah,
watched it on the
he
train.
should have done more research into just my address and actually seeing the content of my character and who I am when it comes down to how I operate, how I function in and out of the ring.
So this isn't about winning. This is just about settling a point that you don't disrespect your home turf, more or
You
less.
don't fuck with the 504.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And that's the big thing for me. And then there's also just the thing of if you wanted to get in contact with me, there were so many better ways to do it. Uh, so this isn't about winning. This isn't about losing. This is about specifically. This is about giving the invitation, an invitation to their own funeral.
Hmm.
I want to be the one to single-handedly dig the graves of the invitation,
Mm.
and that's what my goal is. I'm making it known right now. By the end of the week, the invitation will be no more.
Any any other words you want to then give to Elias?
Elias, you're my Louisiana brother. We're like the two guys from Louisiana in this
This is the Battle of Louisiana then.
in this company. But don't think for a second that I'm gonna show you mercy just because we
Ooh.
have that Southern Louisiana shared background. Because I will beat your ass so quick, you will be moving to the next state over. And it especially his closer home because this is your city too.
Yeah.
You coming around disrespecting our city just to make me want to accept an invitation that you knew I was never going to anyway. So it's one of those annoying things
Just
that
one of them days. Don't take it
it's
personally.
time to pick out some thorns out. It's time to pick some thorns out of my side.
Mm. Every rose has its thorn. That was
Oh,
a famous
absolutely.
song. Yeah, every rose has its thorn. But something tells me that you won't be channeling your
Freaking
Brett
love
Michaels.
poison. Love poison, man.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, who would have guessed?
Well, I grew up on 80s music. My parents were like 70s, 80s kids, so grew up on a lot of 80s music.
Okay. What are some of your favorite music then? Interesting.
Ah, man. Going going top 5 here and in no particular order. Fleetwood Mac,
Fleetwood Mac. That's the
Queen,
70s. That's the 70s, not the 80s.
Queen,
Queen. Okay.
Journey.
If you're a sports
Journey
fan,
Journey
Queen.
has to be Journey has to probably be my top one because it was my pop's favorite band. Um
Okay. Yeah. Journey's Journey.
ACDC and ooh, who else do I want to put up
AC/DC.
there?
All right. Well, Doug
Mm,
Pinnick of King's X opened for AC/DC, who was here.
I guess I'm a shit. You got an opener for ACDC,
I had
dude.
Doug Pinnick. Well, Doug
Respect,
Pinnick of King's X, who came on here, he opened for AC/DC, and my guest next week, Randy Jackson of Zebra, opened up for Aerosmith, and also opened up. He opened up for Aerosmith, AC/DC, and Sammy Hagar. Sammy Hagar, who sang in Van Halen, who's still playing. So yeah,
dude.
we get some big names on here. We get yeah, people see promo wrestling in backyard, but
that is a
we
freaking W, man.
yeah yeah.
Um,
And Randy Jackson's a big one because the band he plays for was supposed to be the American version of Led Zeppelin, and they're in the Long Island Music Hall of Fame, and they're the longest active trio, which means 3 members in a band that's
mhm.
active 50 years they're playing. So
Wow. I'm
yeah.
I'm trying to think of my third favorite. I I guess I could go Led Zeppelin, but that being said, it's interchangeable. It's
Okay.
my fifth spot changes basically by the week because I'm always listening. Sorry, got something
It's
cut in my
okay.
throat. I'm
It's
always
okay.
listening
Let me
to
clear my
news.
throat. DJ Clue, let me clear my throat. By the way, wrestling reference there. I'm sure you might know that Randy Savage, the Macho Man, did a rap album, and DJ Cool actually
Yes, be
had
a
a song
man.
on it. Yeah, you should
And
do that. Maybe you should tell Elias, "Be a man," like Hulk Hogan. Did anybody see, by the way, the Scott Steiner interview where he talked about Hogan and Hogan tried to put him in jail? Boy, I didn't realize that was the case.
Hogan. I'll, wow. I'll say this about Hogan. Hogan is a power player, and it's obvious. There is a reason why not too many people within the wrestling world still have respect for Hogan, and it's because on top of the racism, on top of the
Yeah, Steiner
manipulation, on
was
top of the
talking about that
lying,
on the interview. That some of the things he said.
yeah, on top of all of the horrible things that he's done as a person, the things
Mhm.
that he's done as a businessman within that company, it's just
Well,
You
famously, he also
blackballed
had
so
some
many
ones he
people with that.
probably would
So.
like a do-over. He actually got offered to be the one to have the George Foreman grill, and he passed up on it. Instead, he did. It was like a Hulk Hogan's pasta sauce or something like that, and like
And
nobody
it
bought it.
didn't. And it
Yeah,
flopped, didn't
and
it?
and if he would have had the George Foreman grill, he would have been a billionaire, or something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I remember as a kid having the George Foreman grill, but my
I
mother
remember
was.
having the George Foreman grill.
There you go. So we're gonna see this coming up here this weekend. Anything else you got here? Because I got another guest here in a minute. So we're doing the 10-minute drill. So anything else you want to say about TPW and anything else that you're working on? I'm sure I'll probably see you here Friday night. Actually, I think I'm doing another one of these tomorrow night. So if you're around tomorrow night, I'm sure I'll give you a link. I'll be around tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'll probably be around tomorrow night.
And while you talk, I'm going to put your Instagram link up here so people
Yeah,
can give you a
absolutely.
follow on Instagram. So take it away for a few more minutes. I'm going to put the Instagram
So
link up. Go ahead. There you go.
biggest thing that I have on my mind right now is I've been away for a week, and people think that shit got sweet. Well, shit ain't sweet for a while, man, because
Mm.
they fucked around, turned the Cajun Cruiser into the Cajun Crash Out, and so right now is not a good time for just about anybody in TPW. Because hell, even Daniel Rage can catch this. Because hey, I'm the devil you don't know. Devil you don't know is a little bit worse than the devil you do know.
Well, we're going to certainly find out, that's for sure. But if you are here for our Tonight Show with Sportswire Radio, go give Remy a follow. Remy's become one of my favorites. We'll probably do another one of these tomorrow night. So depending on time, if you don't get in tonight, you're going to definitely get in tomorrow. But definitely give Remy a follow. I want to say hello to Torrance Banks. I want to say hello to Ox McCoy. I want to say hello to Zilla. Omen Black, it is his show. But Remy, thank you, my brother. I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. Can't wait to talk to you. You should take over for me on Sportswire, really. Boy,
All right, man. I'll talk to you.
Rocky would like that.
Rocky probably would like that.
He would like that because it's more TPW coverage. I think Rocky wants more.
Oh,
TPW
absolutely,
I
absolutely.
think I try. I try to give everybody a shot. I
And
try.
Rocky would love it if I did that because he knows I'm the best damn person on the mic in that company.
Well, I think Rocky's going to say he loves everybody on the mic. But until then, Remy, you were awesome. Thank you as always. And I'll see you
Appreciate you,
tomorrow.
man.
All right. That was Remy Roberts. And we're here with, there you go. I had you and I think I see you.
Heck yeah.
Now I got you, but you're coming in a
You got
little
me.
cloudy on the link there. How you doing?
Oh, am I? Okay, let me move across the room real quick.
Yeah, that might work because I want to see you. I want to see you.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
For a minute, I thought I was talking with Wayne Static of the band Static X, who's no longer with us, but not quite. Your hair's not quite that spiky, but we'll leave that at that. But what brings you here? Happy Wednesday, I suppose. And how's it going, good sir?
Not good.
I'm
Pretty
sorry to
bad.
hear. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I am glad you gave me this opportunity because
Okay.
I'm sorry. BTW tried calling me because they're freaking out about this too.
Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom, I can't hear you right now, but that's completely fine because I just need to say what I can say, what I need to say, and I know you can hear me.
Yeah.
My new FCW channel just got taken down by YouTube this morning.
Oh my God. Again?
One in the backyard wrestling community is targeting me specifically. And I hate to say this, but I got a very concerning email this morning by YouTube. And I'm going to read it out loud for everyone to hear it, including you, Tom, because if what this email entails is true, I might have to just retire from backyard wrestling as a whole.
Okay.
So on my FCW channel, they struck down it. It is no longer visible to anybody. And the email they sent me didn't even give me a reason why they took it down. Except for this. They told me if they see my face, or see me, or see any channel that I've created on YouTube, that entire channel will get taken down.
Wow.
Someone does not want me here. And I am here to tell the world that if BTW gets taken down, take all the content you have on me on your channel down. Because you will be next.
Wow. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear.
I don't know if that they're actually just going to be targeting every channel that has my face on it, but that is what the email said. I still have my new personal channel up. They haven't taken that down. I still have a couple other little channels that I made when I was younger. They're still not taken down. BTW still up. So I don't know if they're just going to start going down in a line trying to find me, or if there's someone in the yard reporting anything they see me on. Which means whoever you are, have the balls to come in my DMs and we can just hash this out, because you're not just ruining my reputation, you're hurting other people. That original channel that got taken down had backyard wrestlers that had never been on any other backyard wrestling channel, so their whole career is wiped off the face of the earth because of that. And now you're trying to do it again with a channel that just got made and only had 15 subscribers. So at this point, it's clearly just me.
Do you have a beef with someone?
I do not have a beef with anybody that I can even think of. The only one that I would have had, we hashed out, everyone saw live on Instagram.
Yep.
And we're cool now, we're talking, we're all good. There's a few other people that I have had brought to my attention. However, I have already confronted those specific people. The old BYW Mania circle that I was involved in, I have confronted them. I've even confronted BTW themselves. I don't know who
And
it could possibly
BTW, what did BTW? Oh, I don't want to get into the semantics, but is BTW is okay right now?
No, well, no, yeah, we're all okay. We're all good. It's just I thought it was just fair if I went to everybody I could possibly think of, because I really don't know why or who.
Yeah, I
So-
don't know really. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. It's strange.
So here's my request to the entire backyard wrestling and underground community. If you are a fan of me, like a true fan, not just of my work, but me, if you see someone that seemingly has an issue with me posting anything about anything, because I have been told, I have had it brought to my attention that someone, if it's not these two circles that I've already talked to, then someone's going to be dumb enough to gloat about this.
Yeah.
So, if any of you see anything, and you know who it is, tell me.
Yeah, I mean, because you had one channel with 600 plus subscribers. You've had this channel, which you were a couple weeks old into it. Now this one's down, and I mean, I don't know what to say. I've never heard such a situation before. I mean, I don't know what to say, honestly. I'm sorry to hear you going through it.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I'm not looking for any sympathy from it, because it's probably just going to keep happening. Maybe I'm hoping it doesn't, and I'm hoping all they do is target channels that I just have control over. But the fact of the matter is that this right now is bigger than just me. This is other people's careers at stake right now. This is all, if the next time, if BTW gets deleted, that's not just my history, that's their history.
Yeah, I mean, BTW though, I don't know what to say. Maybe that's a legal question. You might want to seriously look into that. I mean, that might be something you might actually want to look into that. Yeah, I mean, whoever has beef with Comatose may as well say they got beef with him too. That's Rifle Club for life. This is some BS. Yeah, I mean, really strange. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I mean, BTW has many other wrestlers on there, so I don't know what the grounds are from this. I mean, I know James Taylor's coming on here in a minute. Maybe he'll have a thought on that. But I mean, I'm sorry to hear is all I could really say. I mean, I know you may not want sympathy, but that's terrible.
No. I'm not saying I don't want it. I'm saying I'm not pandering for it. It's
I
just that,
understand.
yeah, which I do appreciate it because it obviously I'm holding a lot back right now. I just found this out,
Sure.
but
Yes, it's whether you're a fan or not. I mean, to lose somebody's work, I mean, that's very unfortunate. That's an unfortunate thing. Whatever it is, I hope it works out. I don't
yeah.
know.
Now this is just my advice for everybody from here on out. This could just be YouTube going through their little spasms that they do every few years.
Do you have any content on there that might have been graphic or anything that your past work that maybe that's strikes it down? Because that is also a part of it sometimes. There's like,
Which, if that is the case, I did have some, but if that is also the case, then how is it that all these other channels that would have the same thing aren't even touched?
yeah, I don't. You know what? There could be. Again, it's
That's a
above my
legal
pay
question.
grade.
It's a
Yeah, it's
legal
legal.
question. That's definitely
Legal.
something I'm just gonna have to get together with my mom with because she knows the legal field very well.
And I mean,
But I'm just warning everybody. I'm
yeah,
just
I mean,
I'm warning all of you guys. I am warning because you all deserve the warning.
have
None
you
of you
have you
deserve.
made any radical or serious comments or threats? Is there anything that would be deemed inappropriate or some form?
Mm,
Anything on YouTube, anything you've said, or anything about anybody that
not on
you know,
YouTube. Instagram. Instagram,
and
sure, but not YouTube.
maybe that somebody feels that there's an issue with you that they feel that I don't
That
know.
was Aaron Blaze though,
Okay,
which
live on Monday. Yeah, you guys were all
yeah.
right.
Um
Yeah.
but other than that, other than Aaron Blaze and then a scripted thing that me and RJS went through, maybe that, but even then that wasn't posted on the FCW channel.
He said this
So
has to be premeditated. Yeah, I mean this is, definitely, somebody's obviously, maybe from your past. You have a past with maybe somebody could not even be yard related that doesn't. I don't know.
yeah, and that's and that I'll be paying attention to in my own personal life for sure. For sure. And as of right now, it's probably just going to take a while to figure out who it could possibly have been. And so I'm just going to have to do some deep digging and actually like read comments because that's the only way I'm going to find anything out is if someone stupid enough to say something in a comment or stupid enough to make a video about it. That's my best shot by myself. But that is why I am asking for a bit of help from the community. And that is also why I am warning you guys now because not only BTW, but this is for you too, Tom. Because if what that email entails is true and they have this face recognition hit on me, that means Sportswire.
Well, you know what? I mean, look, if people want to take channels down randomly, I'll leave that at that to people. I mean, I don't know enough on the, on those grounds. I mean, there's, I'm sure, millions of channels out there that people, have things that they, would want or not want to do. But yeah, it ain't me at all. We hashed out stuff out, but even then, I didn't even know about you bringing FCW in, so this is news to me. So
Yeah, which that's what I'm saying. Like I know it's not Blaze. Like just let me make that live crystal clear right
he was
here
on Monday. Yeah,
yeah,
he was here on
it was
Monday.
not Blaze. Me and him hashed out our stuff live on
Okay.
Instagram, so it definitely wasn't him for all the people in the comments. It's just someone, and all this was a warning to all of the people out there that someone's getting booty hurt over something, and if not someone getting booty hurt, it's YouTube themselves, which means there's going to be a lot more channels getting taken down. So that's just a warning for everybody. Please back up and archive your footage because if you don't, it's gone forever.
Look, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, people, I don't think people should, worry because they, are friends with you or not friends with you. That I mean, you can't live like
No,
that.
it's
I
it's
mean,
just my face. Like that literally
yeah.
the email just said it's the face if they see me. And that's what concerned me, because that was very ominous, a very ominous way to put what they said.
Mhm.
Because I've never seen an email quite like that from YouTube, from anyone, even bigger YouTubers, like giant YouTubers that get strikes all the time, like, and
Yeah.
get their channels taken down, and then they somehow come back. Like, even them have never, I've never seen an email like this from YouTube before. So that's why I wanted to make it publicly known to everybody, because this seems like a very unique situation.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much what it says. I mean, is it a scam to scare? Is it a scam to scare you?
I don't think it's a scam to scare me, because they keep actually taking my channels down. I mean, I wish it was a scam, but I don't have my channels anymore, so it's not really a scam.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't have an answer other than
No,
I would,
and I know that, like, that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have much anything of else to say, and
I mean,
if
I would
any,
certainly,
yeah,
look into, some legal action tomorrow. I mean, I would
yeah,
certainly say if
for
that's
sure, and I
something that
will.
I would certainly do that, and I'm sure BTW is probably trying to talk to you right now because they have a lot more footage than we do here. I mean, you
No,
have
definitely no, and I've already talked. Yeah, I called them before I even hopped in here.
okay.
Um,
Well, are they? Well, I mean, I don't devolve too much.
they are just hoping that that's not the case, but they read the entire email, so they're a little worried too.
And they were worried that they would be taken down.
Not 100% worried, but because of how the email was worded, it's in the back of their mind now for sure.
All right. Well, I mean, look, that could certainly be the case. I mean, look, if that, look, it was a great run. Everybody was a great run. I had a great life. I
Yeah,
hope everybody does well. If that's the case, I had a great life, and
yeah.
I'll see you on the
Well,
other side.
if it happens, I'm gonna let you know so you can get your stuff get it taken down before it does that, because
Well,
it's
I
not.
mean, I do have. Yeah, I don't want to tip my hand, but I do have friends in certainly high places. But I don't want to get into that. But let's
Yeah,
let's not go down that road. What I don't
yeah,
get is people post worse stuff, wrestling related or not, and they're still up and running. Something about that doesn't seem right, honestly, because why would YouTube try to take down your channel? Someone's definitely after you. Yeah, thank you, Zillow. Appreciate that. For Comatose. Hall of Pain Comatose. He's known Comatose for over 8 years. I've obviously been in videos with him, and not once has he ever made a threat to anyone about anything. If he's got an issue, then he'll call or message that person. Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty accurate. I mean, Ox McCoy is given the facial emoji. Yeah, that's definitely bizarre. Yeah, thank you, Matsuda. Yeah, I mean, I don't I'm sorry to hear. I mean,
yeah.
I hope that, it
But
works out. I mean,
yeah, but other than that, be excited, members of BTW, because the first video of season 7 just came out on the BTW channel. So if you want to watch that season, I would get the membership. Other than that, April 1st, BTW, first show, season 7 for the public. I'm very, very excited.
you're gonna be on there. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be there. You're gonna be in BTW.
Yeah.
BTW is you're not
As of
gonna.
right now, I'm not 100% worried, so I am just looking forward to that, and then trying to figure out what to do with FCW, because I'm gonna try to make another channel if YouTube will
Yeah,
even
he
let me.
seems chill about issues. Like, I don't think he'd be crashing outside of kayfabe. Yeah, I mean, only thing positive. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's what you got to do. You got to just
Yeah,
stay strong and stay the course. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people here tuned in right now. People are like, I'm gonna bring James on here in a minute, and and I mean, I hope it works out. I really do.
yeah,
I mean, this is really, bad news. 2 times in a row now. 2 times in like a couple of weeks. Yeah,
yeah,
he'd say give it a couple days to a week before you make a move.
yeah, yeah. Definitely, I would definitely say so. Nothing's official yet. I'm just all I know is just this is going to be a promise. If BTW gets taken down, which I don't 100% think it will, but if it does, I will be retiring from backyard wrestling.
Well, that's 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 not that's on. I mean, wow. I mean, that's
I will be retiring because at that point, that does mean what that email sent me is true.
And you have and that is that from YouTube itself, or is that
I do have the email itself. I can send it to you on Instagram right now, but it's gonna make me black out for a minute.
You know what? Why don't you go? You want to do
Yeah,
that?
I'll go
do
and
it
I'll
later.
just send it to you.
I
I'll just send
really
it to
hope
you.
we're
Yeah.
gonna pray. We're all gonna pray for you, and really,
Thank you.
I just hope it's gonna work out. I'll see
Thank
you
you.
later, Comatose.
I'll see you later.
That was Comatose and James Taylor. I mean, I guess we're going to be taken down. It seems like Sportswire is being taken down. I guess. What did you make of that? I mean, I got to bring your thoughts on that, and I actually got to have you here for something. I mean, what did you make of that? Did you? I'm sure you heard that backstage.
I did. And what it
Want to
really
chew on that?
sounds like, it sounds like somebody is mass reporting his channels because they might have a personal beef with him or something.
Okay.
The only reason I've been doing YouTube for 13, 14 years, actually longer than that. Actually, if I want to get technical, I've been doing YouTube since 2006.
Well, that's when
Um,
YouTube debuted, right? Was it
Yep.
06?
So when something like that happens, it's usually either because it's a mass report or you literally put something on there that's completely illegal and you're not supposed to do that. So with the way his stuff is going, it's literally a mass report from somebody. They've made multiple accounts, constantly reported because apparently somebody has an issue with him. That's the only thing that makes sense. What Comatose should do, my advice, is don't wait a few days. You need to get on to this and appeal those rejections, appeal those takedowns, and if you can't appeal it, directly contact YouTube through email, call them, customer service number, do whatever you can to get a hold of them and ask what exactly is the issue, what happened, what were the reports, because you are entitled to that. And if anything, it could be a falsification of some sort. It could be a misunderstanding. Something could have happened that wasn't supposed to. I mean, it could be anything, but he could get that taken or he could get that back. He just needs to contact YouTube and talk to them about it.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, Sportswire is going to be taken down. I don't know
It
what
ain't gonna, no, it ain't gonna be taken down.
what I don't know how we're involved in it. I mean, I don't know.
No, it's just a bully, a cyber
Yeah,
bully of some sort. That's my assumption. I'm not
that's
saying
what
it's
it
what it
sounded
is,
like to
but that's
me.
the
That
only
maybe
thing that
it sounds like he might have an issue with someone. I don't know enough to
that
comment or
that's the
elaborate.
only thing that makes sense, and I think everybody here could agree with me. That's the only thing that makes
That's what
sense.
it sounded like. I don't think there's anything else here. Yeah, I mean, we've
Be,
got some comments here. Aaron Blaze said we won't be taken down. Omen, it's his show. He said, "Hell,
yeah.
well,
Because
and
everybody here wrestles and we all do the same thing. So
yeah."
if his channel's taken down, then why aren't they taking down AEW and WWE? It's all the same. It is
I
all the
asked the
same.
only thing would do is there any content or anything vulgar? I think I did ask that or anything ring wise.
It
I
it
mean,
it, it shouldn't matter because I mean, if you look, have you ever heard of the dark side of YouTube?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I've come across videos on there, and I'm sure everybody else somehow has. I've come across videos that are really messed up, and that will disturb you, and they're not taken down; they're still up. So it's just somebody is bullying, cyberbullying him, is what it sounds like, and it's pretty messed up. So
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely concerning, though. Nevertheless, that he came on here and talked about that he has something where his one channel was taken down and the second one, and it was concerning enough that his promotion BTW is involved in it. I mean, that's the company that he
yeah,
has a lot more footage on, and that's concerning. I mean, somebody's work. I mean, I just don't know
yeah,
how you know that. I don't know how we're. I mean, if we're being taken down, James, it was a great run. I
it was a great
appreciate it.
run.
It was a great run, had a great life. It's time to pass the
I
baton off.
I backlog. Maybe I'm a nerd for it, but also it's a safety precaution to me. I backlog all my stuff, so I have everything. I have a bunch of USB drives, flash drives, and
Yeah.
stuff that's got all my matches on it. Any match I've ever done. When I went to IMF, I got those separated. I mean, just in case, because you never know. I've even thought about doing a lot of these podcasts with that I've had with you, and just download them and have them
Well,
for
Rad Dad today on he did a podcast with Sick Rick said that anytime his name is mentioned, he like puts it on his computer and saves it. I'm like, boy, I got too many videos. I'll never be able to do that. I got 1,000 plus. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. It was a nice run. I mean, but yeah, I mean, that's definitely concerning. Yeah, we'll get to some comments. I do have somebody that's going to pop on here in about 10 or 15 minutes. I know the only way for YouTube to take down a channel is if the channel has some content that isn't fully allowed due to content restrictions. Yeah, I don't know. I know music is an issue. Now you won't get taken down. It's some jobless bum-ass bums who are mass reporting. Thank you,
Well,
Johnny, for that. Comatose is here. I really feel bad, though. I really don't think you will either. Just the contents of the email that made me feel like I at least owed a warning. If you want to see what I mean by that, I posted the email on my story. Literally can find a video of a Pennsylvania member of the state Senate, Robert Bud Dwyer, shooting himself live on TV and not actions
yeah,
on it at all. Yeah, I mean, just ask
yeah,
Heshi
I've seen
Tishler
that.
about that, my employer. Hopefully you don't get taken down or any backyard wrestling towns. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're gonna be shaken down. I mean, I'm not, I mean, I'm gonna think about it now, but I mean, I don't know what have we said here in
Haven't
months.
done
I don't
nothing
know.
wrong.
Not in months. I mean,
You know,
we've been, now if there's somebody that has a target on him, look, that's unfortunate. I mean, that's beyond my pay grade or anybody else's. I mean, I feel bad to hear that. I feel bad that anybody's content is taken down. I just don't know. I mean, that's really a bummer. Almost wish I shouldn't have came on tonight. I should just
yeah, right. But that's literally what it is. Somebody's mass reporting him. So, and if they do that, then you should be able to definitely contact YouTube to be able to take care of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first time we asked him about that, he said he did reach out and they weren't able to help him. Yeah. Thank you, Yoshi. Yes, definitely. We hope Yoshi's all right, and we'll try to get him on. Although I do have somebody that's a surprise coming on here, a big surprise. That'll be shortly. But the problem was I didn't do anything wrong either. Yeah, I don't know because I don't know what to say. I've never heard of anything like this before. Somebody just being taken down. Yeah, I mean, well, you have Jason Storm there. You put yourself on mute. I was like, oh, Jason Storm's there. Is that what it was?
Yeah, he farted and said you were a big piece of trash. So
Well, I mean, I hope that we'll talk about it on Friday. I know you're going to definitely be here Friday because Darkron's here for his birthday. But yeah, I'm almost floored by the whole comatose thing. I
yeah,
was, I don't know. I mean,
let's try and get some positivity.
yeah, let's get some positivity. Yeah,
I know it's gonna work out. Comatose, if you need some help, I've got all types of phone numbers and stuff. I know how to contact people. Reach out to me. I might help you out, or I can help you out if you need some help. But other than
yeah,
that,
definitely do that.
Golden Glory coming up this weekend. Let's
Yes, let's
talk
talk
about
about that
that
for a
if
few
you'd
minutes.
like
Yes.
to.
I
You want to talk about that?
yeah, I definitely don't want to talk about people's YouTube channels being taken down. Yeah, so Golden Glory. I mean, I've seen Darkron's going to be here Friday. He was here a few days ago. Everybody's in action. I mean, all the talking is going to finally come to a halt here. It's going to be maybe the biggest show in ROEW history. And what's going through your mind right now? We're basically like less than 96 hours away.
Pure excitement. I'm excited for it. I'm sure everybody is. I hope they are. All of Natural Selection is putting their titles on the line. So we got the DKW title going one on one. Alex Cross 1-on-1 defending the title against the birthday boy himself, who will be here Friday. That's right,
Oh,
Dark
he's going to have a
Chronicles.
lot to say Friday. Dark Chronicles episode 2, CJ Black is on. So it's a ROEW themed weekend here, you might want to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's my right hand man, and I know that he's going to go in there and he's going to kick ass. He's going to get his championship back. So I'm definitely excited to see that. And then Cash Carter defending the Prestige Championship, a title that I created, Tom.
Yes,
A,
I
a,
remember
a
that
a
very well.
matchup, a tournament that was successful, that everybody likes, where you go in, you shake hands before the match, you shake hands after the match. And Cash Carter will be defending the Prestige Championship against one Jacob Collins, who I think Jacob Collins has been pretty much on fire over the past
I
couple of
think
weeks.
Jacob Collins has come in here these last months or so since he's returned. And this is the best I've seen him ever. Even that includes when he was for a minute, literally a minute, the ROEW champion. He's come in here. He's been able to speak very well. He's been able to really conduct himself in a way that's straight to the point. And yeah, I mean, he's definitely somebody that I'm paying attention to very closely, as I'm sure all of us are.
Yes, sir. I mean, he's been on fire. He's been focused. You could tell he's got a lot on his mind. He's
He
ready
was
to take
here.
care
He
of
was
business,
different.
and he's
I've had
100% sure.
Jacob on a lot over the years. He was different, very different. You
Mhm.
know, I mean, and then obviously the match that it's really 2.5 years in the making. It's 2.5 years in the making, and it comes to a halt here. All the talking and CJ Black and Jason Storm. I mean, just this is going to be a war. This is going to be a war like no other. You think Canada and America fighting over tariffs is going to be bad? You just wait until what these two guys do in the ring. And something tells me that they're not going to, double the tariffs. They're just going to double the punches on each other, more or less.
CJ Black and Jason Storm. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's going to be personal because CJ Black, you could tell, very upset, highly motivated. He went into IMF. He came up a little bit short though in that matchup, but nonetheless, he is 100% focused. I know he's got Jason Storm on the mind, and he wants to bring that ROEW title home. But I think it's more than the title at this point for CJ Black. CJ feels bad about all the wrongdoings that he's had with Jason Storm, and he wanted Jason to just live in the glory and keep that title. But Jason, I guess Jason wanted to make it personal, and Jason has got some sort of a vendetta against CJ Black. So it's who knows how it's going to end up, but I know it's going to be a hell of a battle. It's going to be a hell of a main event for Golden Glory. You definitely don't want to miss it. It's going to be this weekend on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, ROEW channel. Check it out. You don't want to miss this
I'm
fire,
going to put the link
fire
up in a minute.
show.
I'm going to put it up in a minute. Yeah, I mean, I think CJ Black and Jason Storm, I mean, we've had a front row seat for the past 2 years. It's been 2 years that ROEW and Sportswire have worked together, and I've pretty much seen the front row from this chair, their history, almost the entirety. And it's going to come to a head here. And natural selection is going to naturally select to coronate why they are one of the premier factions in underground wrestling history this weekend. But if you have your way, you'll be hoping from afar that that doesn't happen. That obviously Kron, Collins, and CJ Black usher in a good guy era. Maybe we'll usher, yesterday on the show, we had Raina Black, and she talked about the era of a new king in enterprise wrestling. But if you have your way, good sir, you'll see CJ Black, Dark Kron, and Jacob Collins usher in a good era of
A
ROEW.
good era for sure for ROEW. Yes, that would be great. But I can't predict the future because anything can happen.
Yeah.
As much as I would love to see CJ Black beat the hell out of Jason Storm and get his title, I can't expect it to happen instantly. But despite the fact that I've got a little bit of history with both men, it's actually going to be great for me to see them both beat the hell out of each other. As far as Jacob Collins definitely deserves redemption since the whole thing with Jason Storm
He's been
kidnapping
tortured
him
his
and
whole
CJ
time.
Black.
It's almost like he's been bullied his entire run in ROEW. And it's that moment you might want to say where the kid that gets bullied may have that moment where it can't take it anymore. Is that the moment? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'll let you go in a minute or two. But I mean,
No, you're fine. You're fine.
oh, why? Okay. But I mean, the point is that, I mean, he could be that kid that gets bullied and just decides that he can't take it anymore. This might be the moment.
Yeah. I think he's going to go in guns a blazing. He's going to go in there. He's going to do everything he can to dethrone Cash Carter. But I hope that he knows. Jacob Collins, I know Cash Carter definitely better know. But Jacob Collins, I know you're going in there and you're a little bit upset yourself. But son, I need you to go in there. You shake his hand like a man, be the better guy. And then when the match is over, win, lose, or draw, you shake his hand as well. And Cash Carter, I know your natural selection, and I know you think you run shit. All you do.
Well,
You
actually,
don't
we
run
don't know what
shit
he
in
thinks. He
James
hasn't
Taylor's
said much at
ROEW.
all. We don't know what he thinks.
I
He
know.
doesn't.
I
He
know.
doesn't have to say much. And Yoshi said Sportswire for Pepsi. Yeah, I mean, I had a Pepsi cup, but well, we do have Randy Jackson of Zebra coming on next week, as long as we don't get taken down on Sportswire. But yes, Randy Jackson, who is celebrating 50 years in rock and roll. Randy Jackson, who from the band Zebra were the American Led Zeppelin. They were signed to
Oh,
Atlantic
okay.
Records. Yep, they were the American version of Led Zeppelin. Their debut album sold like 800 or 900,000 records the first 2 months. and they opened for AC/DC, Aerosmith, Molly Hatchet. They're in the Long Island Music Hall of Fame, and they're going to come on here next week. But Pepsi Max, yeah, I know Pepsi Max. We have it here in America. Sportswire for Pepsi. I do have a soft spot for Pepsi. When I used to bowl as a kid, I used to always get Pepsi from the fountain. I always liked Pepsi.
Yeah, I know. I always liked fountain drinks a whole lot better than actual.
Yeah, I mean, soda, not fountain, is like I'll take it, but there's nothing like a fountain soda, especially Pepsi from the fountain. Natural Selection just wants the best for ROEW, much like the house with the IMF. Well, I know you don't agree with that. Dakota does like the sports wire for Pepsi. And happy birthday to Dakota. If you were here right now, go hit a sub for Dakota. Go hit a sub for the IMF, and you just wait what's going to come here next. It's as good as a staple drink, Aussie KFC. Mrs. Taylor just gave old Jim a show. What? Yeah, I'm gonna say no comment. Pepsi Max. I think I've had Pepsi Max a handful of times. I do like regular, but I like mostly regular everything. And where was Dakota's comment? Diet Pepsi is absolutely one of the worst things anyone can drink. Diet Pepsi and Diet Coke. Well, there's a thing in there. It's is it Natural Splendor or one of these things? It's a really bad ingredient, but it's really very bad. But yeah, definitely, yeah. I'm with Aaron Blaze. Can't do it. I can't do Pepsi Max or Diet Pepsi. But she had a good birthday. Yes, thank you. I'm glad you did. And you just wait to what's going to happen next. But before I let you go, because I have a guest that's never been here before. It's really good. At least it better be. It's advertised as really good. I see you're back in TPW, and it's fascinating to me that you're back in TPW against Nathaniel Rage, who's the TPW champion and the People's champion. I noticed that you're in action. Anthony Steele's in action against Sloth Jam Williams, and I almost even think that maybe you and Sloth Jam Williams should be in action against Anthony and Nathaniel Rage. I don't know if Rocky's going to listen to that idea, but you're going up against Nathaniel Rage in your return to TPW. I mean, I'm shocked. I'm more shocked about that than anything else. Can you talk about your return to TPW for a few minutes and going up against one of the very best right now in promo wrestling in Nathaniel Rage, the devil himself?
Yeah, I'd love to talk about that for a quick minute. And on top of that, I've got kind of a special tease for a major announcement of something that's happening this year that I just got a major offer
your YouTube
recently
channel's not going
today.
to take you down, right? That's the good news.
No, thankfully, but beside the point. So Nathaniel Rage, TPW, I support promo wrestling. I've always been supportive of promo wrestling. I got out of it a few years ago.
Yeah, we spoke about that many times here in the past.
I really wanted to focus mostly on just, getting back into wrestling and doing my wrestling career that everybody mostly knows me for. Because, I don't know how much longer I got, but as long as I'm feeling good, the body feels good, I'm going to keep going out there and I'm going to perform. I'm going to go out there to, if I'm putting guys over, if I'm going out there to help push a channel or push a company in any way that I can, I'm going to do whatever because I enjoy this. I don't do this just to make a name for myself. I do this because I love this, because this is what I live for since the day that I was born. Everybody says that. I've been living it. I eat, sleep, and breathe wrestling. It pisses my wife off sometimes. It's just part of life. But that's how that it's gotten me, and I'm sure it has a lot of other guys, and we've heard it a million times over. It's gotten me out of trouble so many times. It's gotten me out of bad places because I can escape into a reality that is my own, and that's breaking kayfabe for a minute. But beside the point, promo wrestling. Let's go right to the main question. Nathaniel Rage, TPW. TPW invited me in. I was a part of it, a couple of years ago, but they said, "Hey, man, you come in here. You're a veteran. They're talking to me. They wanted some advice. They wanted to have fun, sparring and stuff. And they said, how would you like to do a match?" And I'm to the point now. 3-4 years ago, I hated to lose. I'm not gonna lie, I hated to lose a promo. I had my mixed opinions about it, but I've come to realize, it's still a lot the same as any regular match. It's just for entertainment. So I don't care win, lose, or draw. I was like, sure, put me in a match. I don't care. And then randomly they put me with Nathaniel Rage, the world champion of TPW, and that guy is the world champion for a reason. And I'm not going to blow a bunch of smoke up his ass, but I mean, the guy is where he's at because he is very, very creative. And maybe I don't know if you've heard or not, but he has a little bit of a wrestling background, anyways.
Yes, he
The
does.
great thing a lot of these other wrestlers don't know is promo wrestling. It's like rap battling, but you're promo battling.
I've said it's
If you,
like mic drops. Yep.
yeah, if you're somebody that struggles on the microphone to be able to talk trash, to be able to carry yourself and sell yourself like what I do and what some others do, promo wrestling might be something that you would want to get into because it's a really good way to practice. It's just like getting in the ring, taking bumps, and trying different moves out, choreography, all the stuff, running the ropes. It's only you're developing your mic skills. And I promise you, number one, yeah, I'm the number one stone cold mark in all the world. He says the biggest thing you need to get over in this business, it doesn't matter how great of a wrestler you are, you can be good. You don't have to be super duper great. That can help you. But if you really want to sell yourself, you got to know how to talk. You got
Yep.
to know how to talk trash. You got to know how to talk on that microphone. And promo wrestling does that. Well, I feel like I've been a little bit rusty as of late. And that's why I said, sure, I'll join. And then they put me up against Nathaniel Rage. That kid, he's got his own gimmick. He's got his own take on.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of guys who do this demon type stuff, the Bray Wyatt stuff, Undertaker, on any type of a dark Messiah or something. And this kid, he is literally, I think he hit the nail right on the head. Boom, he bullseyed it, and he's got his own shtick to it. Check out my Instagram post if you'd like to see what he does. Go follow TBW. Go follow Nathaniel Rage because I'm going to be working with them. While I'm developing my mic skills even more. I can
Oh,
always
I
use
can't
practice.
wait. And you're back in there. Anthony's back in there. And I can't wait to see what happens there.
I'm trying to, in a sort of way, reinvent myself as far as the way that I present myself in promo battling. And it's the last promo I did got a big feed
Yeah,
on it.
I
It's got
watched
almost
what
a
you sent me. It was great. I mean, Nathaniel, listen, I love TPW. We had Remy
yeah.
Roberts was just here. Chris Cowabunga was here last week. Dante O'Cara, my old friend from the UK, is in TPW. So got a lot of friends in TPW here on Sportswire. We love TPW on Sportswire. Rocky is a big supporter of us here. Loves coming on. Loves watching the shows. I mean, so I am very excited about that.
The interesting thing about Nathaniel was he did the promo first. He asked if he could. I said definitely. He goes, I want you to feed off of me and just I want to see what you could bring. And I watched this promo just like everybody else has that did watch it, and I loved it. So I went off the energy. So I tried something different, and it took off. I've gotten a lot of good feedback on it. Everybody's loving it, digging it so far. He just did his second hype promo against me
Yeah,
tonight.
he sent it to me what we were here, so I'll check it.
Awesome. Well, go check it out when we're done here for sure.
We're gonna
But
do that. Well, I'm
I'm
gonna
going
do another
to.
one of these tomorrow. So maybe even I had asked Mr. Rage if he'd like to come on here, but he's a very busy man. So maybe tomorrow
Hey,
we'll resume this.
it might. I know you probably pushed for time, but if you
I do
did,
have a
I mean,
guest here in 2 minutes that I have to get to the guest. It's never been here before.
how about
So go
like
ahead.
Friday? Maybe we could. What if we share it? You would share the promos. We could show everybody if they wants to see it.
Yeah,
But anyways, beside the
what
point.
are you here to? Well, what are you doing tomorrow?
Well, I'm not doing it tomorrow night. I mean,
So
I
tomorrow, I'm
could.
here tomorrow. So
Well, then let's
I'm
do
here
it
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Sure,
We'll
I'd
do
love to
tomorrow.
show it.
I'm
Sure.
here tomorrow. I mean, Soldier GP and Omen Black will tune in. Anthony Steele will tune in. So yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
So
I love
since
to do that, and I love Nathaniel Rage. By the way, he's a
yeah, he's
favorite of mine.
great. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back in promo wrestling, on the side. It's like part time. It's like I am doing my wrestling shtick.
Love
But let's get
TPW.
to the wrestling part. Here's my
Yes,
major
because I got
announcement.
2 minutes. Yep.
Kind of a tease.
Okay.
If anybody out there wants to see James Taylor live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, September 27th and 28th, come down to Chattanooga Comic Con because the man here, the nemesis James Taylor, was invited to wrestle in a tag team match, and I'm going to be in my first ever casket tag team match with a guy
Whoa!
that I'm really good friends with named Sean Hayes. It's Wrestling for a Cause. I'm going to get more details for it, and if I come down here tomorrow, I'll just bring all the details and share
Give
it.
me, I tell you what, give me the details, and if I'll donate a ticket.
Hey, that's cool. It's gonna
I
be a great show, and I was honored that they called me. I'm gonna be going against two guys. One of them, I don't know the other guy yet, but one of them I do know. His name is TKO, and he wrestled. He's a wrestler, obviously, but he also guest starred as one of Negan's henchmen in The Walking Dead.
Oh wow,
And
okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna be wrestling him, and he's a really cool guy. They've seen my work, and the promoter, according to Sean, saw my TikTok. He's seen my YouTube, and well, I changed my colors over here, and that's one reason why they're wanting me, and I'm excited for it, and it's just gonna be a really cool thing to do, and I just want to share it with y'all, and I hope that you guys will watch. It will be recorded and
Yeah,
everything too,
this is
so it's
great. I
gonna
mean,
be it's gonna be a hell of a time.
absolutely. September 27th to the 28th in beautiful Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's
Mhm.
for a great cause. You're going to be in a casket tag team match. You're going to
Yeah.
be tag teaming with Sean Hayes. And if you have the details tomorrow, we'll be happy to put it up on the screen. I'll be happy to donate a ticket. I just donated a ticket yesterday to Pro Wrestling Double X's Murder Mania. I'm donating tickets, obviously, to the IMF next week. I'm going to get to that here in a minute shortly with our guest. And
Yeah.
congratulations. Very happy
Thank
that
you.
you're back in
Thank you.
action. And it's not Anthony Steele you're wrestling this time. It's a tag team casket match at a Comic-Con. This is really
It's
awesome. About freaking
it's
time.
I know it's going to be probably the biggest crowd I've ever wrestled in. It will be, matter of fact. So, from what I understand, there's going to be at least 500 people there.
Wow.
So, I mean, they're going to be going in and out of the convention. Of course, the show is free to watch. All you do is buy a ticket to go into the convention. So, but if you go into the convention at Chattanooga Comic Con, you get to go see a wrestling show for free. And yes, there's another little fun fact about this casket match. There
Well,
will be a 40-pound, 15-foot long python. I think he said 15 feet. So I don't know. He's a big ass python. He said, "I'm like, so you Jake the Snake Roberts?" And he's all like, "No, no, no, no. It's just this part of my gimmick in a sort of way." But he did inspire me. I was like, "Okay, cool." But he's been doing this whole thing for years and years, almost as long as I have, and he's a
nice.
good friend of mine. So, but yes, I'll get more of the details and all that stuff.
Well, I'm excited about that. We're going to definitely see you here tomorrow. And you can follow James on Instagram at Taff_Taylor. Check out ROEW. We're getting ready for Golden Glory. We know we're going to be talking a lot about that certainly Friday. I know you're going to be here also for Friday. And I'm excited to celebrate Darkron. And I'm looking forward to seeing your return to the ring. I'm looking forward to talking TPW. Yeah, we'll play those promos here tomorrow. I am very fired up here. But Mr. Black wanted to say, don't acknowledge the uninvolved and unintelligent trash ponds come. Now, this will definitely get us taken down. Now, we're definitely getting taken down with this comment here. We're definitely getting taken down here. But it was a great run. But, hopefully we'll be here. Hopefully we won't be taken down. We'll be here tomorrow.
There you go. There you go. And I'm pretty
All
sure
right.
we will.
I think we'll be here tomorrow, and I think that we'll be here with you and everybody else. But thank you, James, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I look forward to talking some TPW. Oh, you know how much I love TPW, so excited about that, and can't wait to watch those promos. I'm fired up already.
All right, man. Well, have a good one.
I'm going to try. That was the Nemesis James Taylor, the ROEW owner, also now a part of the TPW roster. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a world premiere. We have a guest that is coming on here for the first time ever on Sportswire Radio. We don't know what to expect. We don't know what to say. We don't know what to ask. But we're going to try to do that now because we're in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the platform that you helped build. And as long as we continue to be here. But let's bring on our guest because I don't know who this is. I don't know what to ask, what to say. And ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker
Hey,
of the IMF. My first thought was, is Anthony Steele here? But no, actually, we have somebody here for the first time. And Johnny, I mean, you are definitely the muscle. You look like you could definitely lift a few people like me over your head, but you're not going to do that. But you're going to tell us about what's ahead. And nice to meet you, good sir.
yeah, nice to meet you too.
So what brings you here tonight? What brings you here? We're about 10 days or so, less than that now, from St. Patrick's Day Massacre. Next Thursday, a slew of your colleagues in the IMF locker room are going to be here. So
Yeah.
what brings you here tonight?
I kind of just want to talk about the match. The match that I'm in. It's the well, I mean, it's got pretty unimportant people in there. Besides, the Switchblades.
I think you're
Me
pretty
and-
important.
That's why I said everyone besides me and Freddie Daniels.
So let's talk about you and Freddie Daniels. Let's talk about what you guys bring to the table and why everybody else should be excited about it. And I'll put the IMF YouTube link up here in a minute.
I just think that me and Freddie got this chemistry that Soldier and Parsley definitely don't have. Parsley just stinker.
What do you
All
think
day,
about
every
Parsley?
day.
Looks like he's aged a lot these last few months. He looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
Father Time is. He's supposed to be the hall monitor, this million-time Sportswire Hall of Famer, and it looks like he's starting to age a bit. I mean, maybe he's got the syndrome that guys that are going into the end of their career are going with. What do you think on that? That's what some people say. I don't know if I go there, but what do you think? You're going to face him.
I just think he's washed. I think he's an
So he's
old,
washed up.
washed up wrestler who is a has-been.
But he did win the King of Palo, so do we just look past that?
I'm gonna take it from him anyways. I'll
You-
take
you
his ring.
You're gonna take it from him. So now
Right.
you're gonna forcibly take that. How are you gonna do it? You're gonna just say like, "Give me your lunch money" or "Give me your King of Palo ring"?
Nah, it's gonna happen when I whoop his ass in the ring
Yeah.
in 10 days from now at the Palo Community Center. I'm gonna whoop his small, scrawny, little boy frame. I'm gonna break his jaw. I'm gonna pin him, and I'm gonna make everyone in the arena mad. Cause I'm gonna be the new tag team champions. Me and Freddie, we're gonna be the new tag team champions. Don't even get me started on the current champions. Oof, Midwest Express, corniest tag team in the world.
But you would
Promise.
have to now. Now I understand you guys obviously are the Switchblades, and you guys have certainly done a lot of great things. You're no question an up and coming team. But when we look back in time, right earlier tonight, I was listening to a podcast of guys from the GBYWN, the Global Backyard Wrestling Network, and they were reminiscing about their heyday, Rad Dad, Radley Belmont, Sick Rick, and that's not the point. But when we go back, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years from now, we look back on this era, right? That this era that we're living in, as long as we don't get taken off, the YouTube channels here. But the Midwest Express, they have been, for my money, the best tag team in terms of what they've done with those titles time and time again, defending it against this team and that team. And when we look back, again, like I said, 4, 5, even 10 years from now, they might be the most successful and dominant tag team of our era. So it's still going to might be more of a difficult task to beat them because they've been so good, rather as Soldier and Justin maybe still are trying to figure it all out. So you can't discount at least the Midwest Express, objectively speaking. What do you say on that?
I mean, you might be right just a little bit, but I mean, they did good. They were doing good. I mean,
they're doing good.
once
I mean,
Felix
whether you like
Jones-
them or not, I don't know
once-
if they're fans of me, but objectively speaking, they've done a hell of a job with those tag team championships.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Mhm.
But I think they started going down once Felix Jones left.
Well, now that's an interesting point because some people feel that Felix Jones is the one who's, the upcoming, he's the prince of professional wrestling, and he's on his way to what he's done with CJ Black. He's going up against Omen Black next Saturday, and that's
Yeah.
been a topic here on Sportswire. So you feel like that the Midwest Express is missing something. It's been missing something, that they're winning, but they're coasting. But now they're going to get a real challenge here coming up next weekend. And it's not Soldier and Justin that they're going to worry about. It's going to be you and Freddie.
Yeah, I mean, well, to face the facts, they're going against 3 other tag teams.
Yep.
They can't do that. They got the Rockstars of the Galaxy. You got the Real Monsters. You got me and Freddie, the Switchblades, versus those 2.
Well, let's
It's-
talk about it. I mean, of all these teams, right? You and Freddie probably as a team maybe know each other better than these other teams. So going into it, maybe that gives you an advantage over where these other teams, Jovi and Mephisto trying to, Jovi did say on Christmas a few months ago, yeah, he wants to be a tag team wrestler, but his tag team work is non-existent. And you've got Soldier and Justin, although Anthony Steele has said that they were working together for months. Again, who knows? But they haven't really wrestled much together. And you and Freddie, though, you guys have chemistry. You guys have worked well together. And if there's any team that can walk away with those tag team championships, it's you and Freddie from your vantage point, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, I wasn't there last show. I was sick. You know, I had pneumonia and everything. I was in a bad place, Tom. I was
Pneumonia is
in
a
a
bad
bad
thing. I remember
place.
as a kid, my mother had pneumonia. She's not here now, and it took her like 3 weeks, and she didn't work. And I remember
Yeah.
pneumonia is a bad thing. So if you had pneumonia, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah. I was gone, and they had Ricky Romero, and
Yes.
yeah, it was cool and all, but like I don't want to put shade on another Switchblade because that's another brother to me. But they don't got the chemistry together like me and Freddie do. Me and
Well,
Freddie, it's
um,
polar opposites, but we work together. It's great.
well, let me ask you a question though, and I ask it to anybody like yourself that's here for the first time. What would it mean to you to be one half of the IMF Tag Team Champions?
I just know that I would do as much as I can with the title. You know, have good, consistent matches with everyone that I try to go against. And like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna. I'm full of myself. I'm an asshole. I know that. But I won't go around like the Midwest Express, hiding behind the House of Wolves. I hate the House of Wolves. I hate Omen. I hate Steel. I hate the Midwest Express. They are all bums who have nothing else going for them
Well, I
besides the
mean,
House of
I
Wolves.
could understand if you don't like people, but I think bums is strong words. I mean, they've been very successful individually. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. And maybe you don't like them, but they've been very successful from an individual standpoint, don't you think? Or no? Why? So why are they bums? Why would you call them bums?
Well, I mean,
You don't
Omen,
like how they win matches? All right, that's a different
uh,
point. I mean, mhm.
respect for however you win the match. I've won matches, in a poor way before, but it's whatever. It comes with the sport.
Right.
I'm I don't like Omen. One, he makes some comments about my mom every single day. I don't like that. If I ever get a chance, me and him, he's gonna roll around like a roll of Play-Doh. I'm gonna squish him out and everything in the ring. Swear to God.
That's strong words there. But there's the poster. But that's really strong words there.
And then like Steel. I mean, I get it. He's a trash talker. He's got his own thing going on, but he's just something about him they don't sit right with me. None of the guys in the House of Wolves sit right with me. None of the guys in the Foundation sit right with me. Only people who I like and the only people who I trust are the diamonds in the rough. That's the only people who.
But Ace Diamond, he hasn't led you as much to Diamond in the rough as the House of Wolves have. What's your thoughts on that?
I think Ace is just doing as best as he can. Ace has got a lot of things on his plate. He's got a lot of talent. He's got a lot of money that he's got to take care of and spread out
But
to these diverse wrestlers.
no, I agree with you on that. But some would say that the Wolves have been more successful in keeping gold, whereas the Diamonds, it's Prince, right? Prince has got the Midwestern title, and that's about it, really. You guys have a
Yeah.
chance. We know what happened with Mephisto. We know what happened with Drago, but maybe you guys are the center of it, and things are going to change next Saturday, I guess, right?
Well, yeah, you're right. We only have the one title for now.
For now.
After the 22nd, nah, it's gonna be 3 titles in the diamonds in the rough. That's just plain and simple. That's it. We're gonna have the titles. Don't care who we got to pin. If we got to pin, the lowest to the low or the highest to the high in the match,
Well, you're going to
don't
have to
matter.
pin all. I mean, these 6 competitors you're going to be in the ring with, they're all tremendous talents or have tremendous resumes. So either way, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be not easy, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't label Jovi, Mephisto, Soldier as big of threats as the rest of them.
Soldier's got the All Wrestling Matters World Championship. Mephisto was the IMF World Champion, and Jovi was a multiple-time U.S. champion, and he's done a lot in his own right.
I mean, true, but they haven't gone against me one-on-one yet. And I don't think they will because they won't be on my level once I get to one-on-one.
Yeah.
And
But you're going to use this as a springboard to what's ahead for you this year in 2025, I would imagine, right?
for sure. I came here in June of last year.
Yep.
Been going on ever since. Changed my name. I had a little identity crisis.
Yep.
It's all good now.
Yeah. Well, you're not a blonde Don anymore, but you're a
No.
Johnny Walker. But you're the muscles of the group, and you're going to be able to help the IMF change hands for the tag team championships. But before I do anything else, I do want to plug the IMF, and we're going to try to get as many people on here. But there is somebody that does want to obviously say something to you and congratulate you, I think, on all the success you've had so far. And, thank you for everything you've done for our sport. But, first of all, Omen Black did want to say, though, one serious question. What happened to your voice? You usually took like a greaser from the 50s, but now you're talking like you just got done listening. By the way, who has Will Smith CDs still? I mean, let's be honest. Does anybody have a Will Smith CD? I mean, maybe before the Oscars, I guess, but I mean, Will Smith, I think you might have better luck with like MC Hammer CDs than Will Smith. I mean, let's be honest there. At least it's not Diddy. There's one guy that comes in this chat that likes Diddy, but we'll leave that at that. Justin Parsley would like to say, kids not taking my ring will be lucky to ever get in one again after March 22nd. Let's get, yeah. Well, you know what? If we get taken down, Ox, I guess we're going to be getting jiggy with it, but who knows, really. Casey Jack Bradley from the UK. I got Dominic, the YBW champion. Yep, we're going to get to him as well. Hello to Yoshi. I'm going to try to get to everybody. TBK is in the house, who's back with us on Friday. How you doing, TBK? Yep, thank you. Everybody's doing well, although Comatose' YouTube channel is not doing well. Midwest Express in the house. Have a plan up their sleeve. Okay. Johnny, this is the Tonight Show. This is not a interview with Johnny, although you'll be here next Thursday. But there is a fan that wants to congratulate you on the upcoming win next Saturday. Thank you for all you've done for our sport, and just say how much you're the future. And can I bring this fan up? And it's not the fan that Ox McCoy had to deal with in the King of Palo show. So it's not that fan, though. It's good news.
I hope he comes back and goes in my match.
You do?
I hope that guy comes back. I hope he comes back. I would love to smack the piss out of him. I hope he comes back.
Serious question before you. Do you think that fan should be invited back? Do you think that fan would be stupid enough to show up? Johnny, Johnny, you want to laugh? I hope that, when I donate 2 tickets to every IMF show, I hope that he wasn't the guy that got my ticket.
That would have been funny. That would have been really funny.
It would have been funny, but then I don't think Gary, the owner, would want me to support the shows anymore. He wouldn't want me to donate any tickets. I mean, that would be a bad thing. I just hope that fan, if you're out there, hopefully, Gary, whoever he is watching us, he can confirm that fan didn't get my ticket. But let me bring this fan on, though, that wants to say hello and greet you and congratulate you on your upcoming win. Wait, that's not a fan. That's that's on his show. It's the IMF World Champion. Omen, this might be the last time you're here.
See that smile on his face? He knew that he fucked up by bringing up my name. So go ahead, Johnny. I'll give you your spotlight right now. Go ahead and say what you're going to say about me.
What? What'd you say?
You heard everything I just said.
Nah, you cut out halfway. I didn't hear you.
Okay. You said my name out in vain. Now you bring up what you're gonna say about me.
Well, you know what I gotta say about you. I say it every day.
Call me a bum, but
you are a bum.
I've done more in IMF than you have in 1 year.
I haven't even been here for a full year. What you mean? Your brother's with one of the head guys. Like, get out of here.
More.
What?
The amount of time you've been here, I've done more in that little bit of time.
You may be true. That may be right.
Have you ever held a belt? Hold on. Have you ever held a belt? Been a champion?
I mean, holding a belt and being a champion is really different because, you can't find a belt in your size, first off. Excuse my French, but
that's okay. Come on. I'll give you a pass, but
listen. I'm giving you a little spotlight, kid. You deserve it. Everyone deserves a spotlight. But when you bring up the house and you bring up my name, I'm going to shut you down. Now, you want to call me a bum. You want to talk all this shit. Okay. But let's see the true fact. You're never going to be in the main event. You're never going to be an opponent for the world title. You're never going to be an opponent for a title below besides a tag team. You know why? Because you got to hold Freddie Daniels' jock everywhere you go.
All right, keep saying that.
That's a thought that I would prefer not to think about because I didn't eat yet, but I'll keep that in mind, I suppose. But
man, look.
By the way.
What's that?
Don't be speaking on that. Listen, Omen. You act so confident and all. That's just because you run around a whole bunch of jockeys with you. With me and Freddie, it's just us two. With
So
you
you
on
just-
House of Wolves, there's like 6 other guys.
You say what I just said back to you. But okay.
All right. So you know what, Johnny? How about this? You can talk about the Wolves, but just remember there are other people in this match. So if you want to win those tag team titles, you've still got to contend with the current champions, Soldier GP and Justin
Listen,
Parsley.
Johnny, I was rooting for you to make it to the end so the Midwest Express can make an example out of you guys. I was rooting for you to have that moment, have that under your belt. But who am I kidding? You're probably going to get distracted from Dirty Donnie, get pinned by an idiot like Jovi or Mephisto. Let's be honest with each other. You're probably going to be the first person eliminated in the match.
Right.
Because listen, every time you're in this kind of like spot where you get a shot at a title, what do? You guys choke.
That's Tyler Fury and Thomas McEntee.
Who? I don't care about those guys.
Well, that's why I brought
Those
them up.
guys are lame.
Well, but you're not though, Johnny.
One guy was facing Nicholas Crenson for all we care. Like, come on, Tom.
But Johnny's not that, and that's why Johnny's come here tonight. He's come here with some bravado. He's introduced himself for the
Johnny,
first
I've always
time.
liked you, kid. I've always liked you. See, but now I have to make an example out of you the next time I see you.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Explain. What are you gonna do?
See, I wouldn't be the greatest
Nothing.
mastermind that I am today if I told you.
But you won't do nothing. I don't care how smart you think you are. You're not gonna do nothing.
But you're gonna see him next
see.
Saturday, though.
We'll
in
see.
Taylor. All right, Johnny. You know what? Let's end on a high. Maybe we'll see you next Thursday. You want to be here next Thursday night?
I mean, if Alman wants to keep talking shit, then yeah, I'll show up.
Well, why wouldn't you show up? It's the whole IMF roster. Supposed
Tom,
to be
I know what's happening here. Felix does it. Everyone else does it. They want to talk shit about the champ to see if they can get a shot at my title. This kid's doing no different. But
I don't want to shot at your title. I don't want to shot at that.
I'm going to see right through it, Johnny. You know why? Be honest with you, heart to heart, man to man. You're not worthy of a world title shot.
I don't want your title. That's not what I want.
You don't want it because you know you can't take it.
Nah, I can take it from you any day.
Well, Johnny, let's focus on the tag.
Are you
title.
sure about that?
All right, fine. Let's focus on the
All right,
tag
so
titles.
I got 2 minutes because I got Yoshi Matsuda's here. I got to close the show with him. I got to give him 10 minutes. The guy's been waiting. I know it's your show, Omen, but Johnny's here. So what do you want to give me your final words?
I said everything I got to say, Tom. Johnny.
By the way, Omen, are you showing? By the way, Omen, are you showing up Friday? By the way,
for what?
Well, this guy Darkron, the guy that you've seem to have been.
No, I'm busy. I got to take my dog to the funeral. My fish stole my car. Like
so
that. Anything
not
else?
Not going to see you Friday, and not going to see you Sunday for El Drago, then, right? No.
For what? No. A soldier's lapdog moment? No, I'm good.
You want to say anything else, Johnny? Can we find you on Instagram or anything else? Remind me if you're on Instagram again.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. It's the real Johnny.
You know what? How about this, Johnny? How about this?
I got your Instagram, Johnny. I'm going to put it up here in a minute.
If you impress me during your match, I will give you a shot at the next month's pre-show. Because let's be honest, you don't deserve to be on the main card with me. I don't want to put myself down to your level. But pre-show, all game. You proved to me that you're well deserving of it. I'll give you a match at the pre-show. Now let's see. Maybe with all the machismo you got going right now, you may be the one defending the world title.
Well, Johnny, let's focus on next week first. Let's focus on baby steps. Let's do baby steps. Talk to Ace. Maybe get some consultation from Ace. Talk with Freddie and come back here next Thursday and tell us why you guys are going to win those tag team championships. But you got some competition, and Jovi and Mephisto are certainly friends like no other. And Anthony Steele seems to have been onto something about Justin Parsley and Soldier GP, but they're going to work it out. And the Midwest Express, I'm going to say it objectively speaking, have been the greatest tag team champions, I think, of this generation. I think that
hold on, any generation. Now and present to future.
Well, objectively,
Midwest Express is the greatest tag team that will ever be in the underground wrestling scene. Hell, in all professional wrestling.
Oh, I mean, you know what? Well, let me go and compare all the teams. But how about for now, we'll say they're the greatest in this generation.
Tom, that's disrespectful. I don't like that. I know what you're doing. I know.
Well, YouTube wants to take us down anyway, apparently, according to Comatose. So maybe this is the end. This is the end. This is good. Hope this isn't
Well,
goodbye.
if this is the end, at least I want you to have the facts straight. Midwest Express is the greatest tag team that will ever be.
Well, I mean, we could hopefully get a chance to talk about it tomorrow. Hopefully, we don't get shut down. Want to talk about it tomorrow?
You won't get shut down. Nah, Tom, you won't get shut down because the people who are reporting are just like Omen. They got no life. They got nothing going for them.
Johnny, I like you.
Johnny, you brought me up.
Johnny, you the one who joined the call. I didn't tell you to join the call. You did.
You couldn't keep my name out of your mouth.
You did call him a bum.
Now you're lucky I didn't come at you like Will Smith and smack the fuck out of you.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you.
All right, Johnny, thank you so much. I will see you,
Johnny.
We'll see you, Omen, on your show. Let me go here and close the show. I got Yoshimatsu Matsuda here. I'm going to close it with you. What's going on, my friend? How you doing?
Honestly, I'm reeling. Feeling pain, as you can see, black eye, but worth it. Man, I'm all over the place, but we're going forward. We're gonna make moves. We're gonna do big things, and obviously, someone's left the company on negative terms, but I'm not in charge anymore, so I can't make those decisions. So
yeah,
going forward, we're just gonna tell an amazing story. I'm gonna recover within the next month, and I'll be back. I can't promise I'm gonna be okay, but I'm just gonna do my best. But
is there any concern coming back that what you went through just now? Any concerns or anything? It's another setback. I'm sure. I know you'll definitely get over it, but any concerns there?
I'm honestly I don't mind about the setbacks. I've proved I'm legit. I went to war with Alex James, literally. Physically, we did our best, and I can't be more happy with the work that we've done. But speaking of friends, I think I have someone to pass on to.
Oh, well, how are you? I know you.
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, good.
How you feeling?
Yeah, good. Knee's still a little bit sore.
You ready to get back out there?
Yes.
Any excitement you have about being back out there?
Yeah, ready to get back out there.
Let's just say he's not injured in reality.
Well, you know what? Well, you're excited because we're all going to get a chance to watch what Wrestling Zero has to offer. While you figure that out, I'm going to put the YouTube link up here so people can go hit the sub button for us here in Wrestling Zero, because we need to go get more people to check out what this wonderful company has to offer, because we have, wait a minute, that we get more people here. Boy, this is turning into almost like a concert here. Almost maybe am I almost at the Wrestling Zero Fest here? But hello, tell us about what's on your mind, and while I put the YouTube link up here, and say hello. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing great. I hope I don't get shut down after tonight, but if I did, it was a great ride, and I get to end it with you, I suppose. But I don't think I'll be shut down, but who knows in this world? But the world's a crazy place. But how excited are you to be a part of Wrestling Zero?
I'm very excited. I had a match with Ace Reed.
I saw it on Instagram. It was a very intense match. Ace, I spoke with today. Great segue. Ace is coming back to Sportswire Radio before the month is out, and we have a lot to talk about. Ace is certainly making history, Australian backyard wrestling and underground wrestling history, and been in a pro ring, and he's a part of our company. And yes, very excited to speak with Ace. And you had a heck of a match with him.
Yes, I did. It was extremely good match, hard match, and yeah, devastated that I lost it.
You can only go forward, you know?
Yeah, that's the way.
But let me take over. These gentlemen behind me.
You got things to say. Wow, we're at almost the Matsuda Dojo, pretty much. We're at.
Yeah, the dojo is killing it. These boys are killing their training, absolutely running it. But
Love
I've got an announcement to make, Tom.
Yes, sir.
I've got an announcement to make.
What's
As
up?
your Oyabun, leader of the Matsuda Gumi, the syndicate, after this episode of Thunder,
Yes, sir.
we will have shown we've worked the entire industry.
Hi, Zilla.
Yeah.
The entire world is going to see a new side of me. I'm not playing anymore. Anyone who wants to disrespect me, come and face me. Once I'm better. Because I'm going to tear down this industry, go 17 and go home. The thing is,
Yes.
this is the formation of a syndicate.
Oh, ho, ho, ho! Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. FTW, Dead Op Stat. Dead Op Stat. We got the forming of a new syndicate. Oh, man. Wrestling Zero is just getting started this season. You got to be following Wrestling Zero. You got to check it out because I'm telling you.
Stay impartial. Because I don't want anyone in my way of reclaiming what's mine. I am taking this business by storm, and I'm going to rule with my empire. Mine. It is all mine. Everything that you know and love is all going to be mine once again, because it's all about me. Everyone says don't go into business for yourself. Well, I'm going into business for me. And this is my final decree. No longer do you address me as Shogun. You address me as Uyabu, the great ruler, the leader of the syndicate. Now, Tom, Sportswire, I'm going to leave you now. I have some business to attend to, get better, come back with a fire.
Yep.
But I promise you, this will be the most violent Yoshimatsu Matsuda you have ever seen.
We're going to find out, and definitely YouTube at wrestling_0 and Mr. Matsuda, we will let you go, and you are the Oyabun, and we will acknowledge you as that, and we will certainly see you very soon, I'm sure. And the new syndicate is here, and this might be the most deadliest syndicate or any faction we've ever seen in history. So, fellas, great to see you. Go back and do what you do best, and we'll see you soon, and we acknowledge you.
Have a good day, Tom.
We will, or morning. That was Yoshimatsu Matsuda and the new members of the syndicate. They're getting ready for action here in Wrestling Zero. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I hope this isn't the last episode of us here on Sportswire Radio. And yes, hello there. Hope you're doing well. I know there was a bunch of people that were here in the chat. We got Il Drago, who's here Sunday. Yeah, as long as we're here Sunday. But can they hug it out? I don't know, Dakota. We'll have them here on next Thursday, and they'll tell us. Thank you, Zilla. And yeah, I hope to be here. I hope to be here tomorrow, but tomorrow we'll be here probably with a similar show, similar lineup. Friday, we'll have Darkron. Then we'll wind up having the regular Sportswire guys. And then we're here Saturday with Joe Starr, the NEW Northeast champion. And Omen won't do nothing to watch it. Johnny, it was great to meet you, though, Johnny. Johnny, you certainly got something about you. We'll see if, well, you're going to go and, you got some fire. And we'll see what happens. I definitely think that we're excited. I mean, we're excited about the future. We had a lot to talk about tonight. It was a lot of fun. It was a great show. Definitely looking forward to tonight's show at Sportswire Radio. And can't wait to be with you and everyone else. If you're here on Sportswire Radio, like, share, and follow this channel. Also, this video, share it, tell your friends. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally, where all wrestling matters, all King's X matters. If you're here on sportswireradio.org via the listen live button, you'll go back to your regular programming. Thank you, Robbie Ryan. Great to see you. Great to see Yoshimatsu Matsuda. Great to see Omen Black, Johnny Walker, James Taylor. Great to see Remy Roberts, and it was great to see, I think, Comatose. I hope he's okay. But until then, thank you so much to everybody here, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, on the number one global radio station that is Sportswire Radio, where all wrestling is. And thank you, MB. It was great to meet you as well, MB. Thank you, MB. And looking forward to seeing you a part of Wrestling Zero. And everybody else, Il Drago's here Sunday night. I got also here coming up on Monday. Courtney Wood, a very respected wrestler extraordinaire in the Pennsylvania independent circuit. Dominic's back sometime next week. We're going to get Dominic back next week. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And I'll see you tomorrow or today, depending where you are. Have a great night on Sportswire Radio, the #1 global radio station where all wrestling